Donald Trump isn't some misunderstood genius. He is a walking indictment with a microphone. A man who screams about everyone else's IQ while tripping over the most basic test of all. Tell the truth. Respect the law. Don't treat the country like your personal crime scene. He called himself a stable genius. All right? Let's talk about that genius. A genius who tried to throw out millions of legitimate votes because he didn't like the results. A genius who stands on rally stages bragging about law and order while his legal calendar looks like a tour schedule. A genius who treats the Constitution like a napkin they handed him with his cheeseburger. He attacks my intelligence. He attacks my colleagues. He attacks any black woman, any strong woman, any journalist, any judge, any prosecutor who dares to say, "Sir, you don't get to be above the law." That's his pattern. When a woman holds up a mirror, he calls it a witch hunt. When a black woman reads him the rules, he calls it radical. No, sir, it's called accountability. You haven't met much of that in your life, and it shows. You know what really bothers him? It's not my words. It's that people like me can read, can think, can litigate, can legislate, and we are not scared of his tantrums, his followers, or his cheap insults. He is used to a world where money and bullying erase consequences. Washington let him believe that. Business partners let him believe that. Too many Republicans still let him believe that. But let's be very clear. This man is not a victim. He is not persecuted. He is not a martyr. He is a powerful man who spent years punching down and now can't stand that the law is finally swinging back. He calls investigations rigged because he cannot imagine a universe where rules apply to him. He calls judges corrupt because they won't bow. He calls journalists enemies because they show receipts. And he calls himself the only one who can save America while tearing at every institution that makes America worth saving. That's not strength. That's weakness wrapped in ego. If you need to scream, "I'm smart," every 5 minutes, you're telling on yourself. If you need to call every woman who challenges you nasty, you're telling on yourself. If you need to attack democracy to protect your own pride, you're telling on yourself. Donald Trump failed the test a long time ago. Not the test of IQ, the test of character, the test of basic decency, the test of whether you stand under the law or try to stand above it. And I'm not here to beg him to do better. I'm here to warn you. Any man who thinks he is bigger than the Constitution, bigger than the courts, bigger than the truth, that man is dangerous. Not just embarrassing, dangerous. So when he mocks my intelligence, I'll smile. Because every time he opens his mouth to attack me, or any woman who calls him out, he reminds the world exactly why he's terrified of sharp minds and strong spines. He doesn't fear witch hunts. He fears facts. He fears accountability. He fears that this time, the test he keeps failing actually counts.